What's up, guys? How is everyone doing? Just give me a couple of seconds here, because apparently my joystick is not registering as a PS4 controller. There we go. Alright. So, a couple of things I'd like to mention beforehand. I won't be reading the chat, right? I won't be reading chat or anything. I'll be focusing on covering this tutorial as much as possible. So, as you all know that I've been working a lot in this tutorial, new game. I've thought about covering Lucia in a live stream fashion manner, and I'll be using emulator because it would be a lot significantly easier to explain, right? To tell how do you move and such, as well as using advantage of save states. Okay, I finished explaining this part, etc. So, excuse me. Waking up is rough. Before we get started in Lucia tutorial, obviously, I'd like to talk about how this character works, right? So, since everyone seeing how the controller is fine and all of that, let's talk about how Lucia works a bit. There's two moves that you need to know. First of all, in Double Trigger 4, one move that literally gives her a Pukin, and that move you want to avoid using it as much as you can. So what you want to do instead is doing this move. We call this move the Divine Anger. This move is one of the most important moves for Lucia's run. You'll be using it to utilize at certain situation against the enemies or bosses, especially when the wave clear. If you have like a silver of Double Trigger left, you go to use this move, and you notice that there's like 2 meteor shower, right? If you kill the enemies, 1 meteor shower, and the second meteor shower will literally auto-target the next any other enemies that is nearby, really. That's the first thing I want to talk about. The other thing I want to talk about is that Lucia has hold on. Okay, I still got it. Before I go talk about this, let's talk about her combat first. Lucia has 2 separate damage value that is literally puts the weapon and her actual damage away from each other, right? So you got this move that is basically on melee, but if you do forward melee, you notice that Lucia kick first. This is one of the reasons, like one of the part of why Lucia DT build gauge is really that crazy. However, compared to Dante, with Lucia you don't really get to fight enemies or bosses that much, which you will find out eventually, since the main thing for Lucia is her movement. But obviously, some of the mistakes to avoid while playing Lucia, she has a delayed input combo. So let's talk about this. Like, when you're doing something like this, you see, this is one of the moves that you want to avoid, especially when you're doing your combos like this. Like forward melee for the second hit, you want to transform in the middle of that double trigger when you're trying to cycle, and you want to avoid something like this. Stuffs like this ruins your no damage mission at a very important part. And obviously in the written supplement guide, I'm pretty sure I talked about this and covered it, even in GIA if you will find this extra information about it, but I thought I need to throw it right here. You need to avoid doing this hit at all, right? You need to avoid that. Uh, that being said, I think I've covered some important disclaimer for Lucia. Let's talk about her movement part. So, as you know, Dante's movement was mostly about rolling, you know, but Lucia, in terms of rolling, is extremely slow, obviously. Her old movement used to be built around bunny hopping, which is holding lock on, doing a forward jump. That's on her special, unique thing that Lucia can offer in this game, you know? Uh, and one of the moves set that she has is literally she does her rapid fire kick. But what happens when you start delaying it? See, you can very much go around infinitely. It's really not that difficult to practice. Uh, it's as long as you did a forward jump. That's on the main requirement, and you're holding forward, by the way, regardless of the place you are. And then you press the melee twice while delaying. You should be able to get it down very, very easily. But using it in the one, when you try to utilize that in the one, this is the hardest part, obviously, which is why I decided to make Lucia tutorial live instead of doing it in a video edit, so I could utilize advantage like a save state, which is why I'm going to play it in a PAL version. Some of the things that you need to also pay attention for that. For the most part in Lucia Run, you're going to override the lock-on while using this movement, because Lucia will auto-target environment, and instead of going to the place that you want, Lucia will aim at the environments instead, or the enemies. So you want to avoid that most of the time. You could also adjust your movement while doing the rapid fire by doing an air hike. You see, and there are some situations where you want to do a normal jump, but your second jump has to be uh, done with lock on. Like, look at that. First one's a normal jump, right? And then on the second jump, I immediately hold lock on, so I could continue with the movement that I'm using, right? What else we've got? Um, yeah. So there are some situations you do this movement, and then you stop a bit, and then you do a bunny hop the other spot and stuff like that. It's it's a lot of cool shit to talk about. Yeah, we covered about her DT form, like the special moves that she has and such. We also covered about how her movement works, right? And thankfully, you have the input display that literally helps you. What the hell I'm doing, you know? So that being said, time to set up the the PAL version. Now let's boot up DMC PAL version and get the hell out of here. So um, ISO selector, obviously. Uh, Browse. Now we gotta find Devil May Cry 2 European version. So the reason why I use European version because European version has all the fixes for the quick heart, flame heart, and stuff like that, including the damage weapon value. All right. I'm hoping everyone can see the game clearly. I also hope that everyone in the chat hearing my voice extremely well. I tone down the game volume really hard to make sure that everyone is able to listen. Okay. Um, right. So since this is a PAL version, I might mess up between menuing and all that, but that's no problem at all, right? Like same with Dante's. Lucia, you're going to start with a new game. Let me test the save state a bit, right? Let me try to test it. So that's, I think, F1, thing save, and F3. Okay, perfect. Save state is working and everything as intended. I was hoping that I wouldn't run technical issue, right? Uh, so where was I? Yeah, Lucia's run is heavily built around movement, and you're going to pay attention to the input stick and how I'm talking about the way that you're gonna move as soon as possible. I'm hoping the tutorial, right? I won't get any in real life RNG situation, so pray for me, please. Otherwise, I may have to do some video editing and all of that, just to cut out these specific parts. And forgive me if that happens in advance. Uh, let's me check a little bit. Okay, right. Lucia category is a lot shorter, and I'm hoping it'll be a lot easier to cover, and I'm hoping that I remember the pie list. I usually get mixed up at the end mission pie list, So, and also it's been a while since I've played Lucia, but I'm pretty sure the muscle memory will still be there. Okay. Now, 3, 2, 1, Devil May Cry. Okay. Now, so the first part of Lucia mission is movement heavy. You only have one mandatory fight. What the way we're going to start is going to be baby steps, okay? So you need to follow the steps I'm about to do. Skip the cutscene, put a save state. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, saving state. I have to click on the game on the emulator itself if I want to load it, obviously. So the first thing you need to do with Lucia after you start the game is hold R1 and R2, right? Just to override lock on. And then immediately right stick, jump, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Clear? If you do this correctly, you will land on directly to the red orb. And after that, you're going to jump in here, air hike twice, and this is where it gets tricky. You might think I'm gonna immediately rapid fire. No, you're going to jump in twice, roll, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, something like that. So let me do it again. First of all, remember, do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So you have to hold the edge of the right stick, okay? That's the first thing you need to do. Then double jump for the including the wall hike. I haven't done this in a long time. Okay. That's the first step. Double jump like that. Roll. The reason why you need to roll from here is so you could adjust your movement a bit. So double jump, roll. That's what you need to do. You need to reach at the orb here and pick it up. So let's repeat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Double jump again, roll, don't. Okay. Hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Double jump, roll, jump. Okay, I'll tell you what. Instead of rolling, right? Double jump, roll. This is where it gets tricky. You need to make sure that you're in the correct angle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Double jump, roll. Got it? Like, you don't need to count from here. You just need to rapid fire kick until you reach there. I just remember what you need to do there. Before you fall down, you have to make sure that you do an air hike. Once you've done an air hike here, you're going to rapid fire through, okay? Now, from here, you're going to double jump. Like I said, as usual, make sure that you're holding this all the time. I'm gonna stop repeating myself here. So from here, you're not going to hold. You need to, first of all, has to be the normal jump, and then your second jump has to be holding these two buttons at the same time. So, jump. That's what you need to do. Like, hoo, 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 hoo. Like, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay? That's the other step. Now, again, we're going to do the same thing down there. So, make sure that you align yourself character over here. One thing that I forgot to mention about this game, the character is really, really rough to turn. Like, it takes a while to turn the character around, and I'm pretty sure you noticed if you start playing with Dante first. So turn your character and then jump. Make sure that you're picking up the orb down there, alright? From here, you can stop counting. Like, after the first jump, you can stop counting there, because literally you're reaching the last, like, the corner of the area. Now, after you get that, you double jump. This is where the trick comes. You're supposed to jump from here, by the way. Like, from here, you're supposed to be ended up at this state. Okay? Now, same thing here, remember. First jump has to be raw, but the second jump has to be held up with these two buttons. So, jump twice, and then if you ended up like that, that is fine, because after that you could salvage from here. Or what you could do instead, you could just, like, if you ended up like that, you could just keep rolling, so you could directly land here. You need 45 orbs, right? You need 45 orbs to get through the first door here. Got it? Now let's load our save state again. So remember, now I'm going to do the entire step again. That was extra. Okay. Everything makes sense so far. Like, I made a little bit of butching, but everything should make sense now. Follow the exact instruction that I did, then you should be able to cover it fine. It's just this one will be like, the second jump will be a little bit trickier for you to get it. And yeah, if sometimes, like, if this happens, it's either because you released the stick while holding forward, or you released this button. So don't be surprised, this can happen sometimes. I'll do it for the last time so you could follow correctly. Check the input and check the rhythm on how many times that Lucia is kicking. That was ugly. Like I said, the second jump will be probably troubling when you get into the first part of it because it's that damn emulator. Now that we got past through, like we covered how the movement that you're gonna do at the very beginning, uh, it's pretty much clear. Just be careful from booching, don't be surprised if stuff like this randomly happens. It's all because I'm playing emulator, that's why my button are not registering correctly. Okay, so this part. First thing you need to do is that make sure that your character at this age, like see where Lucia is standing, you need to be at this age. And then immediately start rapid firing through. Like if you rapid fire through, you're immediately going to go through here. That's the emulator, sheesh. See? You're going to get past through here if you get to the correct edge. Like pay attention to where I'm holding my stick. Okay? That's the first step that you need to do. You can skip this cutscene, by the way. After that, you're going to normal jump. And obviously the second one, while picking up the gold orb, we can take this momentum to breathe a bit, so you could carry on rapid firing. Now skip. Damn it. But yeah, you're going to rapid fire throw until you reach to this corner. Now let's repeat it. Hold on a sec. You could air hike through here, like that, and then double jump. Got it? Like, once you reach this corner, you're immediately going to go through here to rapid fire. I'm pretty sure it's the input drop that is messing me up, by the way, but you guys should be able to follow what's happening. Now, let's do this again, then once I reach the divinity statue, I'm gonna save state. It's okay if you fall down here, but as long as you reach at this corner and you have to adjust Lucia positioning, you should be fine. Now let's save state here. What you need to do from here, you're going to rapid fire here until you reach that corner, okay? And then adjust your character again, do rapid fire from here as well. Okay. After you reach here, you're going to double jump, and then double jump again, do this, bunny hop twice, then this was wrong a little bit, but let me save state before here anyway. So first of all, you're going to go through here, okay, and then readjust, do this. Okay, save state. And after that, you're going to jump in twice, roll, jump, rapid fire, jump, and then jump, rapid fire, jump, adjust, keep doing rapid fire. That's how you exactly want to go through. So again, double jump, roll, jump, rapid fire, bunny hop, rapid fire, air hike, rapid fire. Okay. Hope that makes sense so far. Like I said, pay attention to the stick or the position that I'm holding, and then do rapid fire correctly. Reload. reach this camera angle, then air high. Keep doing rapid fire. Now adjust from here, do rapid fire all the way through. You may need to adjust here, so bunny hop and rapid fire. This is your first mandatory fight that you're going to come across Lucia. So it's gonna take a while for Lucia to lock in if you paid attention. So what you need to do here is that you wait for a bit and then you do the spinning bird kick, so like that, and then start doing the cycle. Roll. Now I lost the style point. You really don't want to lose a style point here. So let's repeat, because A rank is extremely important. Roll, jump, lush. Now do that. Okay, after you finish, you're going to use your DT and keep running. Lucia DT is the fastest way to go. Pure rapid fire and then keep running. Again, the same thing, to rapid fire and keep going. Hopefully that everything that we did made sense so far. By the way, 2 minutes is really bad IGT, but we're like, you know, AFKing back, and then I was trying to explain how the movement moves. Right. So the combo I was doing is literally forward melee and then forward melee again. You see, like, you do forward melee, right? You do forward stick once, and then you do forward stick melee again, and then during the middle of it, transform into DT, and then you do the stinger input. For Lucia case, it's a wheel kick. And then the second time you do it, it has to be in human, then repeat it in devil trigger and so on. Okay? I'm really hoping everything is easy to follow so far. I need to repeat this time and time because, remember, at the end of the tutorial I'll have a question and answers session that I could answer all of your concerns about this run. Now we're going to save this, right? Mission 1, easy peasy, just the movement, you know, you need to be wary where to go and such. So mission 2 Lucia is one of the biggest reset points for, you know, top runners, because you need to know damage this mission. But when you're starting out at the same time, you should be fine, but it's also a good practice to know damage this. Okay, this is the cutscene you can skip. You're going to be at this state, right? What you gotta do is to roll, jump forward, flush. Okay, that's the first step you need to do. Roll, jump forward. If you do this move correctly, that Lucia is doing, the spinning kick, you need to wait for the character to land while holding R1, then press melee. Press melee on landing. Okay. Now, the ball cycle is forward melee, stinger. So forward melee, stinger. It's the same thing that we do with the first enemy cycle against Savage Golem. Now let's check how it looks like with these ball cycle. Roll, double jump, lush. Do that. Okay, saving state that. Going to fight against 2 Goatling. The first thing you need to do here is to jump, do a lush against this Goatling, do this combo again. Now on the last hit, you're going to launch the enemy, transform into double trigger, then you're going to shoot the second Goatling. So do this. Okay. Easy peasy. Let's repeat. Jump, flush, combo, twice, launch, DT, shoot, make sure that you're far away. Oh yeah, that's a mistake. We really don't want to take damage in this mission. That's the last thing we want. Do that, DT. Remember, the further you are, the better Lucia tracks here. Go immediately close to Aerial Heart and pick it up. Now you're going to fly. Memorize where this spot is, alright? Now, from here what you need to do to get the correct pure flying, you jump, you raw jump once, okay? And then air hike from the left stick, transform into DT, keep flying. See, like you don't have to move your character or anything until the very last bit. Here, you can make Lucia roll through before this cutscene triggers. I'll try to get it. If I can't, whatever. So let's repeat. Wall jump, left, air hike, and then keep flying. Okay. After you're here, you're going to roll through, alright? Roll through and stand in this puddle until it's full. For Lucia's air raid, much like Dante, you only need to melee once. So jump in. Okay, so the way you jump in, right? After you're here, raw jump left, and then do air. Okay. You only need to do it twice. 1, 2. In fact, only once. No, not even once. Okay, okay, it's my bad. So 1, 2. Because you need to get the double damage here. Now flying through. Oh, whoopsie. My bad. From here, you can pick up the green orb for the extra currency. You're just going to air hike through. You don't need to worry about rapid fire. From here, you can just rapid fire here twice. So for this boss, the goal of this boss, you need to infinite him. Alright? The way you're going to start this fight, you're going to do 2 rapid fire, air hike, lush. Alright? That's your first step. You're going to start off with this fight that way. 2 rapid fire in his face, air hike, lush. And then you're going to do this, and then that. Repeat. If you do it correctly, the enemies won't have a chance to attack you. And thanks to Lucia Ice Heart, it will slow down the boss from attacking. So basically what I was doing here, I was doing the forward combo. And getting the forward combo animation, I have to transform into double trigger. And then I have to do the second variant in human form. It has to be on high time, which for Lucia case it's called Sky High. So you're going to do this combo first. Okay, that's the combo first you're going to do after Lush. And then you're going to follow it up by this. This can happen, by the way. This block was blocking like that. It can happen, and will cost you the S rank, causing you to lose the run in advance, especially when you want to S rank this mission. So you want to do this first. Let's repeat. You want to do this combo first, and follow it up by that. So two different endings. The DT one is the Stinger, but the human form one is High Time. Okay? Time to do the fight, and I'm hoping that I'll no damage it, but you have to make sure it's an S rank. Just for the last hit, you can just finish it off with your normal double trigger. Now that you've done, you don't have to rapid fire, because DT1 is just really fast. This one you can skip the cutscene, by the way. For this, from here, you can just do this, and then jump 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's mission 2. Extremely short, like you can notice how short Lucia's mission are compared to Dante. Mission 3 is where the trick begins. We're going to come across well, used to be a complicated boss fight, but not anymore, right? Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, the first buying stop. So your first buying stop is the Kutlaser, level 2. That's your first stop of buying. Right. So when you're trying to menu, you can just, if you want to exit really fast, you can just press, you know, the cancel button and the confirm button. I forgot to mention that on the other, but you'll see on the import. I talk about too much details that is not really necessary. Anyway, let's start off. So you stay here. The movement for the rapid fire should be straightforward here. Remember, you can use the air height to adjust the movement. This fight for Lucia case is optional, so you really don't have to kill the Goatling. So what you need to do is just to rapid fire all the way through. It's better to double jump. It's also better to do it while you're locked on to Goatling. And then once you reach the door, you exit. Remember, make your own movement adaptation, because you might figure out a better way rapid fire better than me. This is a good starting point for you to learn. Okay, now that we are here, what you need to do is do this all the way through until you reach here. And after that, we adjust your character, rapid fire through. Make sure that Lucia will hit that wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, lush, and then do this. She breaks it better than Dante. Okay, that pesky Mistra right there. Okay. So adjust, rapid fire all the way through. You don't want to move in here like that. You want to be here instead. I need to pay attention because I'm dropping my input a lot, and emulator is a little bit, can be a little bit something, you know. Okay, I'm a clown. So yeah, Lucia for some reason will just stick through here, but if you can manage to find a way for this wall like that, you're going to deal a lot of damage against it and save a lot of time. We'll do rapid fire here correctly so you could reach through here. Here there's like, from here there's like a gold orb pickup. You need to pick it up because it's a part of a route and it gives you 1k. That helps you to afford the Kutlas at level 3. That's the final melee buy. You can jump like, you know, like that, so you could continue rapid firing through. So if you're really good at movement, you could get this like this, the gold orb, and then you can rapid fire all the way through. Right. For this boss, the first step you need to do, it's way different than Dante. So the first step you need to do against this boss, rapid fire twice, air high. Go to the menu. You don't want to go to the status menu. You want to go to the menu where it instantly brings you up here. I believe for PS2 case it's select, but for HD collection it's start. So item, Devil Star, transform into DT, start meleeing the Joker until you get this. Try to hit the ball for extra DT. Then that's the combo that you need to do against the tentacle. And this pattern that you've got, it's perfect because it gave you more than enough space for you to damage this thing twice. So you need to damage this tentacle twice. And then you're going to focus through this guy. You need to focus through it until you kill it. Now jump in, melee Joker until the silver of your DT, and then do Divine Anger so you could Did you understand what's going on here and why the reason I put the tentacle melee twice? By the way, after that happens, instead what I was doing, do 1-2 instead on Joker, because I forgot one thing, that Lucia aim can get messy if you don't aim at Joker. So 1-2 wheel kick instead of forward melee. Okay. The reason why you need to damage that tentacle, I did specific combo twice, is so you should set up the HP threshold, right? Where you can meteor, insta-kill it. And that meteor shower I did was frame perfect. You can do it a little bit earlier if you want. And after you take it down, you're going to aim at Joker, like keep milling it until it dies. Use DT whenever you have an opportunity to fill up. Now let's repeat the fight. Wait, let me reload because I was too late. Rapid fire, air hike. Not the way that I want to menu, but I have to keep forgetting. Melee until we get, you know. Oh yeah, this happens sometimes. This is literally the last thing you want to happen. And the reason behind that, yeah, it will delay the bubble, right? That's the first bubble you get. And then he will do the bubble again, I believe. But sometimes it does the bubble twice, and you really don't want that. That is a bad RNG. I'll get used to this terrible menuing for a while. Oh, good grief, I messed it up. Curse you, Emulator. In case if that happens, go to the next arm instead, so you can keep your count on. Remember to hold your lock on after this, so you could only aim at Joker instead. That's the exact combo that you need to pull it off. That's exactly how you want this fight to go through. So 1-2, wheel kick, and then the rest of your combo will be full regular combo with Lucia and DT. It was a little bit tough to cover. I was trying to talk during it, but I didn't have a really easy time. So mission 3 was a little bit harder for me to cover, especially with how Emulator has the input drop. So yeah, remember, you need to jump in, use the double star, aerial wave until Joker does bubble, and then you wanted to do the purple mist so you could damage around the tentacles to set it up for the meteor, you know, one shot, and then you focus on the other tentacle until it's dead. That nearly gives you a full double trigger. Then you're going to hammer on Joker until the silver DT. Use the meteor shower. After you're done with the meteor shower, you're going to melee it normally, especially when it's trying to bubble after it's gone. Remember to hold lock on during that, so Lucia won't aim at the tentacle instead of you know, Joker. Does holding a lock on in particular enemy will help Lucia to focus on the same enemy that you keep DPSing. Now, next mission. Here, given that you got an S rank, given that you've done everything right so far, you'll be able to officially afford level 3 cut laser. From that point, you don't have to worry about upgrading, you know, your melee anymore. Let me think if there is something extremely important I forgot. I've got, because I need an image reference for the routing, you know. DMC2 help, is it there? My list. Lucia. Now I'll really need to have this as a reference. Otherwise, I wouldn't be a happy bunny if I don't, you know? Okay. Let's see if everything we're on the track. Yeah, mission 4, get cut laser. Okay. And then in mission 6, you buy 2 small. Okay. Right. We're on the right track, boys. You're also going to come across picking up offense heart here. So you need to get into this room and you're going to fight across these guys, infestant, you know, the guys who are responsible for making infested chopper the most hated enemy. So yeah, blame it on them. Rapid fire through. If you Rapid fire, air hike, get down, rapid fire. Keep holding the lock on so you could reach out infested. So again, rapid fire, air hike, rapid fire. So you could reach on it, you know, and then start milling it. And from here, you do this combo once, go to DT, air raid, 1, 2, and then 1. If someone is really far, do rapid fire to take an advantage from it. Oops. Let me redo the fight, because the way I did fight was wrong. You need to, like, after you kill one infested, you need to do this combo once, and then you air raid them twice. Very important, especially for your stylish rank to keep up. So the first one, you kill it with a full combo like that. The second one, you know, do something like this. Very important to keep your stylish rank. Nope. Remember to hold lock on stealth so you can reach the infested as soon as possible. Now the second one, do this once. Go to air raid, aim for the second infested. Don't do that. I'm supposed to roll. If you're out of DT, you can just do this combo instead. So the key thing for this fight is literally managing your double trigger bar. So you're going to come across offense heart, right? And the offense heart will give you a huge damage boost. So that's a really important pickup. Now let's save state from here. Damn it. Just rapid fire all the way through. Remember to avoid the lush. Now you're going to come across this gorilla. You're going to spam air raid a lot. Wait for it for the animation to finish the spawn, then start doing this. This can happen sometimes. So that's the last thing you want. If it attacks, dodge instead of hoping for a stun lock. Remember, roll in front of gorilla, wait for the spawn animation to finish, then roll into DP, start spamming rave. Until the silver DT left. Do Divine Anger. That's how it needs to be done correctly, by the way. Then start shooting the last bird. Easy peasy. Roll rapid fire jump. For this infested tank, you need to get to the tank as soon as possible instead of shooting it to you. So you don't have to disable lock on here, by the way, because you need to get under tank very quickly. It's really rough to talk while I'm trying to do this. Especially with a freaking TSX2 with an input drop. Okay. Now let's rapid fire. 2, 3. Now start doing this until like 75% of DP is restored. Roll. Air raid, backdash, air raid, backdash, air raid, backdash. Do this. Silver DP. Start doing this. And then start shooting the birds. If you get a good RNG, the meteor will hit the birds as well. Okay. Roll rapid fire. When you're doing a rapid fire, you gotta pray that the tank doesn't shoot you. Remember that. That's how you exactly want it to start off with. And the birds can attack you sometimes, so don't be surprised. Once you get 75% of DP, do this. Once you have silver DP, do Divine Anger, and then start shooting the birds. Simple as that. If you didn't take damage, and if you did the infested fight really well, you'll get an A rank. And that is a lot more healthy for your alt route. Extremely short mission. And you'll start to see like there are some of the points where movement you'll have to sort of figure it out yourself. Now, mission 5 is purely movement mission, and it's really tricky to get it done. So I'm going to use, again, save states to break it down how you would move around in this mission. Now you're going to start through here in this spot. From here you need to do rapid fire a little bit, okay, until you see this yellow thing. And then from here you're going to jump through left, air hike, do that. If you don't get the enemy spawns, then you do it right. After that, you jump in air hike like here twice. Instead of jumping out here, you're going to jump here instead, right? Roll, jump, roll, so you could get through the door. Okay, so rapid fire until this edge, and then left, rapid fire, air hike, rapid fire, jump, roll, jump, roll. Okay. Again, rapid fire until you see this yellow, rapid fire, air hike, rapid fire. Sometimes, like, there are things happening that you don't want to get it. Hopefully, like, it's clear what I'm trying to do. So, rapid fire here until you reach this point, then start rapid fire here, air hike, rapid fire. Until this, and then you want to land here first, roll, land here, roll. Okay. Now in this step, you need to, it's really hard to aim, but what you want to do, like I really don't care what's the part, you want to rapid fire straight to the door instead of here. So you need to move Lucia at this edge, and then start doing rapid fire. And that's like slightly closer to the door. So instead of thinking about that too much, get through here, and then you're almost straight to the door. So yeah, at the most, for the most part, I really don't care. Or you could do that instead. So do this, air hike, and then you're close to here. So it's up to you on how you want to move here. So for my case, I just did this and then air hike so I could move straight to the door. Now for this part, you want to make sure that you see the plane here, the space, you want to make sure that Lucia goes through here, right? You want to make sure that Lucia rapid fires all the way through from here. Like, she'll keep rapid firing here until she reaches the door. So that's how it needs to be done. Remember to adjust yourself. That's how you exactly need to do it. Like, you need to make sure that if you get past through that particular plane space, then you're good as Gucci. For this sphere, you need to try to activate it and immediately get to the DT restore puddle. You're going to use the same, like all the sphere cycle for the Lucia, is the same thing. Forward melee, wheel kick. Now try to get in here quick, which I managed to do that. And you can time here, like try to time your DT here so you can immediately start running. You'll be running DT here for the most part, and get into this flame. On DT, normal melee, so you could get this cranky bomb. It's extremely important. It's one of the Lucia's best tool, and helps her to restore her double trigger with nobody's business. Now go back to DT again and start running. Yes, DT run is a lot faster than rapid fire, by the way, especially in flat one. From here, you're going to DT run and then roll. Rapid fire correctly all the way here and then air hike and roll instead of walking. So from here, you're going to get Evil Heart, and Evil Heart literally makes Lucia health deplete. You can use DT here to run, but you should not. So do rapid fire twice, and you're going to receive an Evil Heart. What you want to happen here is that you want to stand in this particular, like this point, and you're going to start spamming your rapid fire. So after you get this, you want to stuck to this edge. So you could get straight to the door. And here you need to activate this. You get what I mean by that here? This is your visual cue to get a perfect movement, and then start spamming. Spam rapid fire until you get to the near door, and then air hike, roll. Okay, so here you need going to activate this. You need to get Flame Heart. If you don't get Flame Heart, then yikes. The whole one will be yikes. After that, do a Naruto one. Watch out for these pesky camera angles. Roll. And then here, double jump. On DP, double jump. But the game responds. There's a faster way of picking this Flame Heart. I already covered that in Dante section. And then, obviously, if I don't get stuck to the wall, everything makes sense with the movement so far. Like, most of the time you'll be doing a DT run, right? You'll be doing a DT run and then fly across on DT. Like, I didn't need to talk because it's too much, okay? Because DT run is self-explanatory. This one you need to aim at a particular spot. You should stay on DT, by the way. Here you need to, I believe you need to aim from here, but you need to jump at the door. So you need to aim from here. You need to do 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you want, basically you want the character to land here. So let me try to get it right. So obviously I'm not in this spot. It's not in this spot either. You want to like hold here. There you go. That's the line. You want to jump as less height as possible, so these environment up here, like these environment in particular, won't interfere with your movement. You want to perfectly land here. That's why you jump earlier beforehand while holding this left stick edge. Right, I forgot Lucia has this extra hit, but you don't need to worry about that. Again, you need to hold this left edge. You don't need to go like slightly close, you need to jump beforehand, so Lucia height will be down as less, as less as possible. So you have to, so delaying your jump is the key for this. Delaying your rapid fire, sorry. This landing is also okay. You could also use that to help a little bit for the landing as well. You could do that. But yeah, you got the idea. You want to rapid fire here in such a particular fashion where you'll be able to land here perfectly. I managed to do that for the first time. Now let's do it one last time. If you land here, that's fine. Just readjust yourself. Because if you end up landing up here, you should be fine still. So anyway, make sure that you stay on DT. And activate this so you could get rid of Evil Heart, and you get a Thunder Heart instead. And that's it. Like, the rest of the part is self-explanatory, you're only going to DT1. Except in this part, if you could time your DT accordingly for bunny hop, for the perfect landing, then you're Gucci. Compared to Dante, Lucia can't do jump, gunshot, jump for the extra height, so you need to do it manually. So wait for a bit, and then do this. So you can skip the air height movement. This mission is actually one of the hardest missions to save so much time, just because of the sheer fact on how strict the movement is at certain areas, especially the one that I showcased before you get rid of Evil Heart Room, where you'll get, Thunder Heart instead. Let me double check the route. Okay. For the next mission. It's extremely RNG heavy, by the way. Lucia, except the first flight. Mission 6. What you want to do here is to buy 2 small double star. Only 2 small double star you need to buy. And immediately during this, skip the cutscene, go to menu, use a small double star, and equip the flame heart. Okay. Roll 1, 2, 3. get the demon statue because they take forever to despawn. You can see the input, what kind of combo that I'm trying to do. One, two, three. Okay, so for this boss in particular, you want it to get a perfect stop, which is basically trying to go down. If it tries to go down first, you have an hatch, a larva. Then you have an opportunity to get a perfect RNG. You see, that's exactly what you want. That's the pattern that you need to start with. But there are a pattern where larva starts and like basically it flies away instead of hatching. Like, see what happened there? The spot that I finished off, the Savage Golem is also tough to reach. So try to reach it while you can. The way you do aerial cross here is the same way that you did with tank. The reason why you backdash a bit is so that the flame heart can fully register the hitbox. If you don't backdash and you just immediately melee, then that is the wrong way of doing aerial cross. That's the main thing that you need to keep in mind with Lucia when doing aerial cross. After one aerial cross, backdash the character while hold, like strafe. Why am I saying backdash? Strafe the character like backward, and then hit melee. After you kill the moth, do Divine Anger. So it will hit the larva. Throw some cranky bomb at it whenever you get a chance. And yes, it has. I've already explained with Dante how do you deal with this. If you get an opportunity, do an area cross and Divine Anger. And instead of waiting all of them. Compared to Dante, with Lucia, you're already going to deal 4 larva spawn, right? You're already going to deal 4 larva spawn. But if you manage to kill some of the larvas with Divine Anger, you should be able to save half of your time from the hassle. Therefore, you'll be dealing with 5 larvas in total. The initial larva spawn is 3, so since you need to let the moth hatch 1 extra larva, you're going to deal with 4 larvas already. So in total, you're going to deal with 6 larvas as Lucia. And instead of hoping to, get eaten and get out of situation all the time, you need to capitalize your cranky bombs. Capitalize the cranky bombs to get some of the DTs and utilize this move and use Divine Anger so you could kill the larvas faster. After all, Lucia builds DT a lot significantly faster than Dante. Yeah, so like I said, when you're doing an aerial cross, make the character go backward a bit before you hit. That's the key thing that you need to be aware of when you try to DPS any sort of boss in aerial cross. Other than that, as I said, this mission is RNG heavy, so it's a little rough to talk about aside from adaptation. Like, you can throw cranky bombs at larva, you can do this combo, but whenever you get a DT, do aerial cross or Divine Anger. So let me do this again so you can understand. If it goes off, Use Divine Anger. This is the worst RNG, by the way. Now that I've got DT, I can use Divine Anger. But if you get that a lot, then that's fine. I'm just showcasing like how much ridiculous Cranky Bomb build is, so you could get DT immediately. But you get the idea. The main thing is literally killing the moth as soon as possible and getting a good RNG with lavas. Which is small, unfortunately. And remember, since you have an extra... Since you have additional Vital Star, you can capitalize the situation. From here, you can do Rapid Fire as much as you want. Until you reach here. And from there, hold circle, so Lucia can go down until the door. On this mission, you don't need to buy anything, but you really need to pay attention on the movement, on, you know, how I'm dealing with the water stuff, okay? You need to pay attention on that. So first thing first, you need to get this orb cache. It's one of the things that if this mission goes right, then you'll get an A rank. And it's really important for Lucia Router in general. What else? What else? What else? What else? Let me try to think. Yeah. So after you pick up this old cache, you're going to go across here, and there is one. Let me save state. There is one particular angle that you need to come out. I believe it's from here. Let's confirm it. Yeah, that angle. So make sure Lucia in this angle, and you have to prepare yourself with rapid fire. See, that's what you need to be prepared with. You need to make sure that you're in that particular angle, and then let Lucia jump. You don't have to do the loop, right? I forgot. You could just do the full rapid fire thing here. Here you need to land directly to the Aqua Heart, and essentially what Aqua Heart is, this helps Lucia to gain a huge water burst movement in double trigger form. I don't know why they didn't do that in base, but whatever, I guess. Okay, so here you need to land directly to the Aqua Heart, so jump in. You only need to do twice, hold on. Yeah, you only need to do twice, and then turn around, you'll get the Aqua Heart. After you get an Aqua Heart, DT1, roll. No, not like this. You could directly land onto this, of course. DT1, roll. Go down here a little bit. Right. Here is very important to pay attention when you go up here. It's because this is literally one of the roughest part of the one if you don't get it right. They are sphere puzzle, and the sarcasms will literally, like these guys, are root of the problem, and they force you. You know, you have to pay attention on how you hit that manually. You need to align your character correctly. Whoops. So first thing you need to do is to fly all the way across, right? Go all the way up. And then hit this immediately, because before they spawn, you got this free lock on hit. And then the rest, you have to do them manually. The reason why this thing is really rough is because if you don't get the other sphere as soon as possible, then one of them will get deactivated. So let's repeat. Go up. Hit this thing before Sargasso spawn and go back to human form. What you need to do after that is immediately double trigger. Like, swim. The second one, you should swim in a state case manner. Like, forward X, forward X, forward X. Until you reach its height. That's how you need to do it. So you need to swim in a staircase manner and then hit it once you're perfectly aligned. And then you also, the way you go down is similar way. So you're going to swim across in staircase manner, then you'll be able to nail this down perfectly. Excuse my shitty aim, by the way. But you got the idea. If you're going to treat this situation as a staircase manner, then you'll be able to get it perfectly. Just be wary with DT. You won't be able to. You won't be able to. You have to control your character better, just because it's really fast, you see. The key thing here is literally to go across these puzzles in a staircase manner. Now I'm gonna do it fully. Just remember, the first hit is free. The rest you have to do it manually. Made sense? I was literally going in the staircase manner. That's how you exactly need to do it. That's how you need to treat it anyway. You need to treat this puzzle as a staircase. Here there is a movement height skip that you can do here, like after this platform. Like after this platform, you can jump here directly. So to summarize what I did so far on that sphere, you need to treat it as a straight case. And remember, after every single sphere hit, DT. Once you reach close to the sphere, go back to her human form. Now from here, you need to get to this corner and start doing this combo. Because much similar way in Factory Mission, you have to move on immediately when you're ascending. Like during the cutscene, you're already going down. I'll save state here, because we're going to come across State Fish. One of the roughest boss in the game. For Lucia run is the run killer, literally. So yeah, you need to use your remaining DT. One thing to note that, especially at the start fight, if Tate reveals itself, you have an advantage to land a free Divine Anger. Now let's see if we ever get this pattern. Yeah, no. I'll repeat. I'll keep repeating. If I don't get it, then there is no hope. All because of the state of the AI already saved, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's already saved. Anyway, if that happens, the idea is you need to go to the pillar to make it stuck. Use your remaining DT just to move on faster. Stay away from that thing. Stay away from it. Stand on this spot in between, and you saw the fish got stuck. What you need to do when the fish got stuck is that you need to align yourself. Make sure that, yeah, he's completely coming across. So you need to zigzag through it, like you need to go back and forth between the pillars, so you can make sure that the fish completely gets stuck in the corner. From that point, you have an opportunity to DPS it with your cranky bomb. So yeah, if the get away from that, this can happen sometimes. So you gotta make sure that you're aiming at it. If you caught him in a cranky bomb, you will deal double damage against it. The way you do it is literally you make sure that you're going to get stuck with it, and then throw a cranky bomb at it. Like throw, get stuck, throw, get stuck. Like be a super glue against them. Like that's the super glue strat. You don't use Divine Anger, you only use Divine Anger when it shows up itself. So unfortunately we didn't get enough Divine Anger because the fish never showed up itself until the very end, and that's really unfortunate. You don't really want this to happen, but at the same time, if you got the fish stuck to the corner, then that's fine. That's why grinding this fish is really hard. But on the bright side, you have an advantage of fast movement of the water. You have a DT here until the exit. So to summarize, you need to get fish stuck to the corner. If you see like the fish is like not completely stuck against the wall, you need to try to go back a bit, back and forth here, so it can, you know, get stuck here permanently. And then from here, he's going to get stuck to the fish and then throw a cranky bomb. Again, you're going to get stuck, keep throwing at it, like that. So let's repeat the fight so you could understand. Remember, avoid that, dodge it. I butched that. That was... And yeah, if you throw the cranky bomb at it when it's visible, it takes double damage. But you got the idea what I mean by the open opportunity when you use a Divine Anger against it. It takes a lot of damage from the meteor. If you have a DT, use it. And there you go, an A rank. Save state. Mission 8 is also really nothing much going on here. There's no notable movement that you need to worry about. Except the fireball one. Click here, immediately, not this menu. This menu. Immediately use your Devil Star and go all the way up. Once you close out of this guy, go back to human form. The perfect jump is literally... No, it doesn't exist. So, let me check on DD just to confirm myself. Yeah, okay, my bad. So you need to be in DT still, since her devil form literally boost stops her movement miles away, especially her jump. So from here you go back to the human form. I normally avoid that so I don't consume my DT as much. Now let's do it again. Okay, that's how you exactly need to do it. There is a several way of dealing with this thing. This fireball, you need to reflect it 3 times. So one of the easiest way for everyone to deal with is this. Like you could time it mindlessly. The other way of dealing with it is doing the wheel kick. And wheel kick can be a lot rougher than rapid fire. That's not the other alternative of it. If I'm good at this video game. Finally, we got this method. The easiest way is that, the rapid fire. Because of the second hit, that's why. I'm bad. But you got the idea. So the easiest way is this one. This one. Like you can pick whichever method that suits you. However, there's a method that I usually do. And basically the moment you get it the first hit, then the rest of it, it will be fine. But yeah, basically if you get the first hit, then the rest of it will be fine. The last one I mistimed it. You can see that in my run. Like I said, pick whichever suits you. The first one is really hard to get, so this one is what I recommend for everyone to go for. Yeesh. Immediately transform into DT here. Run, roll. self-explanatory movement here, except this part on where you need to land. I believe... No. You need to land from here? No. Yeah. Except this part. You need to land from here, so you could rapid fire all the way through. So let's repeat. You can also adjust the air hiker movement, like I explained earlier before we started the tutorial. This one, the sphere puzzle, I have written the solution on a written supplement guide, so I'd recommend to check this out. There's a GIF showing which one the best and worst pattern. I already explained that on Dante which pattern that you want. This one you want it to appear as a last pattern instead of the first. However, there is an extra thing that you need to do after the cutscene for the movement skip. So after you break the last one, do the jump here. But unfortunately I couldn't get it. Let's repeat it again. Let me activate that. Should save state. Whoopsie. See, that's what I mean. You need to delay your jump twice in order to skip all the pillars movement that you have to do here. Like after you break the last one, time you jump here before all the pillar appears. Now from here, all you gotta do is DT1. And make sure that you switch into this during the middle of it, because we're going to come across a boss fight. And then roll. Like before the door you reach there, you gotta roll through and go back to human form. We're going to come across Plutonian. You may think, like this boss, you may think that you're going to do the same way. No, you're not going to do the same way as Mission 2, Tertanius. So instead, you have the same start, like to Rapid Fire, Kick, and Lush. You have the similar start, but basically you need to damage him a lot. You need to build up your DT nearly to the max until once you reach at this threshold of HP, you can start spamming the aerial cross. Make sure to back your character a bit during it. Easy peasy, straightforward. If he does that, make sure to avoid it. He gets stunned every second time of this combo, I believe. Or... okay. So if you want to avoid from him attacking, you should DPS this from behind. But other than that, it shouldn't matter much. You just hit spear through him. You don't want this to happen, obviously. get behind him and just start doing that. So yeah, that's the best way of damaging Plutonian. You get behind him, start doing this twice, because when he tries to turn around and try to do that, at that point you already stunned him. That's what you need to do against this boss. That's why you start with him this way. And then once you have your DT at maximum, start spamming. Just make sure that every single time you spam aerial cross, I'll keep reminding, back up your attack a little bit. Need to run all the way across and that's it. If you know damage that, you'll get an S rank. No, not an S rank. Maybe an S rank. I don't remember. Right. It's also crazy to think about right now. We haven't bought any purple orbs so far. Because right now we are approaching the purple orb biome for the first time. Okay. In mission 9, you're going to get 1 purple star and 1 small devil star. You're going to fight Aris directly here. And guess what? Yes, you're going to aerial cross him to death. Excuse me, I had a little quick errands that I had to do. So yeah, 1 small devil star, 1 small purple orb. Yeah, I forgot. For the Arius case, you don't really have to backswear until you're really up against him. And the way I did it is wrong anyway. You don't need to rapid fire, you just need to roll through him. Oh, right, that's Dante's muscle memory. You don't have to hold X, by the way, during it. You just need to keep DPSing, I guess. Maybe I could be wrong again. Okay. That was wrong as well, apparently, but I got first bit of it right. So yeah, you're going to figure out eventually, you're going to figure out eventually how you get better with the aerial cross here. Like, if Lucia gets, basically, if Lucia gets above Aris a little bit, this is where you need to backdash your character a bit. But other than that, you can go ham. You just need to pay attention to Lucia heights during that. I'm going to repeat this again so you can understand the multiple situations that could happen in this fight. Make sure you're locked onto Arya stuff. Yeah, this can happen. If in this case, like if you run out of DT and you couldn't finish him with DT, throw a cranky bomb at him, like literally in front of him. That's literally what you need to do. Like in case you run out of DT, you're just going to throw a cranky bomb against him. But since I want to get a good rank and I don't want to take damage, I'll have to do the fight again. Do that. If he does a shield, hold up DPSing. Yeah, sometimes he'll teleport. There you go, we no damage that. So the difference, what's happening here with Arias, at the initial transform you have to hold the height to stay same. Like you need to hold X to stay at the height, but then when you start DPSing your Arias, after 2 aerial cross, release the hold X button, because it will make Lucia go like way above Arias, and then you won't be able to hit the aerial cross probably. This is one of the weirdest thing about Lucia's run, because there are some situations like with Dante, when you air raid, you want to still maintain the height for the most part, but Lucia on the other hand, you don't have to hold height a lot of time, the jump button. Okay, we're approaching endgame now, and that was really fast.
Why did you save me?
And it's okay, once I finish this tutorial, I'll make a playlist for this video, mission by mission. I'll make sure of that. So, here you don't need to buy anything. You're going to start mission right away. But the first thing you need to notice is that when you rapid fire across, in this sphere in particular, you need to make sure that your character is standing here. Okay, you need to make sure your character is standing here, then you can spam this combo. That's the first thing you need to do. And then after that you can rapid fire across. Jump here twice and keep doing rapid fire. Again, jump here twice. Keep doing rapid fire. Readjust if Lucia is starting to go, you know, in the wrong spot. That's where your second sphere is as well. I pushed the combo a bit, but that's fine. That's where your third sphere is as well. From here, use your small devil star. And then go DT running. So double jump here, right? Double jump here, and then start doing this. After you finished here, make sure that you have a cranky bomb through this whole thing, by the way. And then start doing rapid fire at the correct angle so you could directly get to the door. So the way that Phantom works, here is very simple. You're going to aerial cross him once, and then you're going to throw cranky bomb against him 3 times. Remember, when you throw a cranky bomb, hold forward. Because it will throw a cranky bomb directly to its face instead of spamming square itself like that. Okay. I'll also, when I finish this tutorial, forgot to mention, I'll make sure that I'll cut stuff where I was explaining things that is not necessary, you know what I mean? So anyway, let's get started. Make sure that you're in front of him before he reaches you instead of this bloody jump. This is the last thing you want because it puts you in the weird spot. Because you won't be able to aerial cross him properly. So let's see if he doesn't do the jump, which I hope he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't this time. So aerial cross, 1, 2, 3. 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 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. He's not behaving today. But yeah, you got the idea, right? One, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sometimes this happens if the second cranky bomb doesn't hit, or the third. That's because of the platform that he's at. On his last HP, he could spam aerial cross. Now, coming across one of the worst mission in the game, and that's the timer mission for Lucia. Here you just want to get purple orb, I believe. Yes, you just need to get a purple orb. Is there anything else I'm missing? I hope not. Yes, just a purple orb. So, after you get a purple orb here, you're going to start right off map in the mission. There is one thing that I need to showcase since I haven't got a chance to showcase on Dante. There is only in PS2 version, there is an out of bound, right? Where, I forgot how did I do that. But essentially, if you essentially like Helm Breaker here at the right spot, Lucia will go out of bounds. I mean, it's an Easter egg, so we don't need to explain anything here. But here's the thing, when you start off this way, I already explained it in Dante video, but the way that you need this wave to go is that you need to kill the enemies in particular order, so everyone in the wave gets spawned. But for Lucia case it's a bit different, because you want to aerial cross as much as you can. So let's get started with this first, and let me explain what you gotta do. You need to kill 4 Mistras at first, and 3 Demon Statue, to make sure that all the waves get spawned. But you have to target every single enemies that is nearby. They're only gonna die in 2 hits, by the way. Now, if this demon statue is right in front of you, kill it on sight, because that's the main RNG factor. So far we killed 3 Misra, and two demon statues. That's all the waves got spawned, by the way. If they are far, if Mistras are far, what you could do is to do this. Rapid fire to reach them. So, like this. If you don't trust your hitbox, you know, getting connected correctly. And yeah, sometimes the demon statue comes out quite close to you. And you can kill it. Like, that's the biggest RNG right here. Now for the goat wave, you need to make sure that you have some DP left against it, so you could throw a cranky bomb against them to restore, but it's better to just kill them immediately. When the last goatling die, you could still hit it for a free DP restore. Here, kill 3 Mistras. If you're at your silver of your DP, use Divine Anger. Oh, wonderful. But yeah, this mission is... this mission is all about capitalizing your DT management with air raid and knowing when to use Divine Anger and all that. This mission is purely DP management, but excuse me. But if you kill the right enemy order, that causes them the full wave to spawn, then you'll be fine. It's just the first wave is really the worst because of the demon statue. If you've done it well, you'll get an S rank, by the way. It was a lot shorter to explain this mission, it's just because there's so much going on. But I only wanted to point out the way that enemy spawns. So that will help you to, you know, makes the wave clearing more efficient and such. Okay. Now we're going to come across one of Lucia's worst mission in the game, and that is mission 12, mostly because there's like particular Mistra room and Trismogia that really makes her torturous, you know? Okay. So first thing you need to do in this room, when you trigger the fight, throw some cranky bomb at that blood goat, and then start hitting it. You get a DT for free, you know, aerial loss, and then you rapid fire. So yeah, you throw the cranky bomb whenever, and if you want to approach them, it's better to rapid fire into Lush, because just the sheer fact it does so much damage. So again, let's repeat. 1, 2, 3. You don't want that blood goat behind you hits you. So again, let me equip. Thank you. So again, throw some cranky bomb against him, not like an idiot, of course. So you could get a DP immediately. And that dead goatling, you need to hit it for free DP. This can happen sometimes, by the way. That's the cycle you need to do when you approach the goat, so you can have a free aerial cross immediately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Lush, and then go to Aerial Cross. It's just the key thing on how you need to get the first grouping here. If you can hit it with 2 Cranky Bob, then approach it with Lush, 1 Aerial Cross. Same thing for this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, Lush, 1, 2, Aerial Cross. If they are close to you, do this combo. And then twice do Aerial Cross. One, two, three, four, Lush. 1, 2, Aerial Cross. Stuff like that you need to do. And for this elevator, you can do whatever you want. If you want to build your DT as soon as possible, just throw a Cranky Bomb. For this next room, I like to use my DT here, because I think it's a lot better, more efficient than doing a rapid fire here. And then from here, I just use rapid fire, and then adjust yourself, do rapid fire until the end. That was a bit sloppy, but that's fine. You don't need to air hike here just because of, you know, the platform being small, so you can just jump immediately. Okay, so for these Misras, you're going to try to capitalize your DT management here. So when you start off, the first 2 Misra nearby, kill it with that. And then do this after the 3rd kill. If you're running low on DP, feel free to build like half of it, and then go back to spamming Aerial Cross again. Yeah, the idea is to use DT as much as you can. If you feel like you're running out of it, you can just build it back to half and then start spamming the Aerial Cross. Now we're going to come across the Smogia boss, and that is one of the things that literally made Lucia a nightmare to fight against. Excuse my movement butchering, by the way. This thing is a similar way that I explained in Dante. All you gotta do is roll once, start moving forward, jump 3 times, then you're good. And then jump twice here, do a rapid fire movement. Go back, roll, rapid fire. Rapid fire here, and then rapid fire here. Okay, so this boss, Prismagia, before you, during the fight, you need to go equip Frost Heart. Because each aerial cross will make the boss slow down a bit, so you'll be able to land more of the aerial cross against it. A couple of things that you need to be wary of is that this boss is extremely RNG heavy and there is nothing you can do about it. You just need to capitalize the situation you can. Find the weak point. Feel free to take damage, by the way, for a free DT build. If it doesn't come out still, the head, just delay your shots with kunai. Break those eyes for free DT build. Now there it is. You could usually, at best, you could do it twice. But the problem is when it's a long head, it doesn't take as much damage as the weaker head, which is the plane. This is one of the worst RNG. What you want to do when the head is mixed out, you're going to use your DT until the silver of it, then use Divine Anger. Now look at Cranky Bomb, the amount of damage it does. That's why you want the head to come out flat sometimes, just because of Cranky Bomb being that good. Maybe there is a spot that I don't know how to manipulate this boss correctly just to come down, because if it comes down and it hits you while you're able to aim with a Cranky Bomb, then you'll save a lot of hassle from aerial crossing. Normally, when Trismagia goes in twice, that's the correct spot where you kill him, really. You could also one-cycle the boss, but that is like, good luck. It's extremely RNG heavy. We just need to find the opportunity where you'd be able to DPS him, really. That's all. Again, in this floor you can do whatever you want. And free orbs, so that's really good. With the final movement, you can just run with DT, you don't have to rapid fire. So yeah, we're already at the final mission. Lucia, like I said, Lucia 1 is a lot more shorter than Dante, and it's really easier to learn. It's just a movement that you need to pay attention to. So coming across the final boss, you're going to buy a couple of things. Power up. First things first, you need to buy 2 large Devil Star. But if you've done well in an earlier mission, like if you've done well overall, you should be able to afford Purple Orb. But otherwise, get all large Devil Star. You just need large Devil Star. But if you played well overall, you'll be able to afford Purple Orb, and that's a huge time save. So before you start in the fight, use a large Devil Star, equip a Flame Heart. Wait for the boss, and then start DPSing. Aim for the chest, by the way. Do not aim at his back, because that's where his weak point is. When you're about to run out of DT, use another large double star. You should be able to only use one large double star in this fight if you want to do it correctly. That's the first phase of Aureus. Now, on the second fight, you're going to use large double star again, if you had to. So, jump in, aim at this weak spot. If you aim at this weak spot properly, then you should be able to take out its entire HP. So what I've done there is wrong, and that's the last thing you need to end up with. Where you'd be forced to shoot in only. Now, let's see. Let me reload. Oh, sheesh, I didn't save. It's okay. We're going to go through to Smoggy again. I'll have to cut this part out in the final VOD. I thought I saved, but I lost. Oh, I should be careful from dying. Oh, my bad. I already used the... That was my fault. Out of reach. Right. Yeah, that when I reloaded the save state, I was like, wait, I didn't save, I didn't do any stupid thing, you know? I'm not supposed to roll here either, I could just run. forget to pay. Remember, 3 large devil star. Immediately use 1 large devil star. And then take flame heart. Make sure to aim at its weak point, which is the chest. Shield DT whenever. That's how the fight should be done correctly. You should have some DT left for the second fight. Now jump in. You should be able to at least land 1 hit. You could also choose to do Divine Anger instead, which is much better choice. Now go to DT, aim at its weak point. Use the Divine Anger as well on your silver HP. If you run out of everything, just shoot at it. And this is where the time ends, the final hit. So yeah, we went through this category fairly quickly.
You must not worry,
And
my dear.
obviously,
I am sure that he will.
it should be a lot
return.
easier to follow than Dante because you have much
Everything is
less
just
fight.
as
It's
it was
mostly the
with
movement
Sparta.
that you need to worry about. I'll be highlighting this entire VOD, and when it comes to YouTube upload, I'll have to make sure to cut parts that I'm messing it up unnecessarily.
Oh my.
What is it, my dear?
Both sides are heads.
Heads, I go.
Tails, you go. So yeah, thanks everyone who tuned in so
You
far. I
tricked
really,
me.
really appreciate it.
That macho.
And I've already explained like how things work with this character. There's a couple of clips that I need to cover, obviously. The rank doesn't matter here. But yeah. Hope everyone had an easier time to follow the tutorial and such. If feel free to comment to Devil May Cry Discord if you have like, you know, a couple of questions.